In which case were you going to be less fucked? Les came to me and she's like, we need money to start deploying. We don't fucking have approval from Investissement Quebec. If we don't start deploying this money, we are not going to have a production facility ready January 31st. If we don't have a production facility ready January 31st, we are more fucked than if we sign off on these bills and have to figure out how to pay them then. A lot of people don't know, but Quebec is one of the best places in all of Canada that you can launch capital-intensive businesses. Because the Quebec government is really invested in making sure that they're supporting entrepreneurs that are going to create these jobs at the ground level. And we have this beautiful initiative called Investissement Quebec. Is to supply you with capital growth needs. So meaning we needed machines, we need to build a factory. The banks that don't want to take any risk, they want to lend you $100. Well, they want you to personally guarantee all of your assets to make sure that no matter what happens to the business, that they're getting their $100 back. So guess what? If you own a car or a house that's worth $100, they're coming to take that from you if the business goes sour.
Here, that 100% of your business goes to me.
And that's a lot of risk for an entrepreneur to take. So what Investissement Quebec is there to do is kind of figure out creative strategies in which they can finance your growth needs or business and do it in a way that's like super founder friendly, which is charging very low interest or no interest at all and making sure they take very low personal guarantees. To qualify, you have to have credibility. And you could build credibility by having people from within the entrepreneurship community vouch for you. Number two, they're not here to invest in ideas that are just ideas. They really need to see traction, that there's a pull happening, and that your growth is really there. A bank is going to be really based on now. What is happening in your business now? What are the guarantees we can take now? How are we going to be protected now? Nothing can be taken for chance when you're speaking to a bank. And then you go and speak to VCs. What they're investing in is the large vision, is how you are going to return 10x on the money. What I appreciated about Investissement Quebec is they just need to understand that the money that they were giving us, how was that fueling our growth? And how is that going to translate into tax-paying dollars for the Quebec population? $2.7 million, we don't have to pay anything back for 2 years, and then we have 10 years to pay it back at an effective interest rate of like 1.4%. The time that it's going to take for Investissement Quebec is long. We were 50% through the approval process, and now we need to start writing deposits on machines. If we wanted the machines to be in place at a certain time, we had to write the checks that day. And this is where like entrepreneurship comes into play.
Right here. This is it. Not holding trees by hand.
I don't want this video to condone being reckless and being uncalculated when you're gonna go take those risks. We rolled the dice. We said, fuck it. You know, we're gonna sign off on all this and we're gonna put in our deposits today. We'll worry about the downside and we'll worry about if this application doesn't go through when that actually happens. This is the one thing I learned. If you have a thriving business and sales are coming in, you will never be in a position where you can't raise money. Straight up, facts. We were approved originally for 1.4 and then she came with me with a final budget of 2.7.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
And I almost had a nervous breakdown.
I can go through that in 24 hours. See you! I fought quit!
At 3 p.m. we are going to sign the official documents from Investissement Quebec that will allow them to release the funds and start to pay us back for all of the machines that we bought. We are finally signing.
Can you sign it, please?
$2.7 million to pay for this facility that everyone's seen build over the last little bit. If you have a business that's got traction, that's doing really good growth numbers, and you need help expanding it through capital, then I'd be happy to put you in the right direction with IQ. Rashid, who leads up Investissement Quebec on their banking side, is someone that I've grown very fond of and have a uttermost respect for him, and he'd be glad to help more entrepreneurs like us out. So, just hit us up, man, and I'll point you guys in the right direction.
Man, the myth, the legend, Closet.